Hi, I'm Han Samwich, and over here we make very casual and laid-back, hand-drawn cartoons. Today, I want to talk about frivolousness. I first want to read the definition. I looked it up because it kept coming to mind, and I wanted to be sure I was using it correctly. It says, frivolous is not having any serious purpose or value. I've been thinking of this word a lot because I want to share today about my sort of mental journey that I had to go on in order to become the artist that I'm now becoming today. I feel like this process was long and arduous, and I hope to sort of share with you what sort of perspective shifts I had to go through in order to get over my insecurities and my fears, and even the insecurities and fears that I have really struggled to get over, how I have moved forward despite them. I first want to say that while I am an artist, I have not always identified as such. However, I have always had a passion for making art. I've always had ideas to make something and I would execute them and I would be so proud of my work. I loved what I made, and then at the same time sort of this little thing in my head saying, that's a waste of time, you could be doing something more important, or, you know, people are gonna think that's stupid, people are gonna think you should be doing something more important, people are gonna think that's a waste of your time. These sort of things kept me from making art a consistent priority in my life, because that sort of thinking I should be doing something better with my time. I think I have often compared my art making to, well, I'm not bringing about world peace, I'm not resuscitating someone, I'm not this, that, the other thing that could be objectively seen as a good thing to be doing, life-changing, good for the state of the world, all of this. Like, I was thinking of it so seriously that sort of like, okay, well, if I'm not making my art, what am I doing? Like, is there something I'm filling that time with? No, I'm just tending to my obligations and going on my phone. So instead of creating, I'm just sitting on my phone, you know, scrolling, watching all this mindless stuff. And so it's not like I would have been doing anything better anyway, but for some reason I had this hang up on art being so serious that if I wasn't making really good art, or if I wasn't changing the world in some way, then I might as well not be doing it. There's no point. It's frivolous. It has no serious purpose. It has no value. And I think in being able to finally reframe, making sure I'm in frame, I think in sort of being able to really ask myself, like, okay, well, if you're not making art, what are you doing? Is there something else I should be doing? Is there something that like making art would take away from in my life? No. Like I said, I was just doing the obligations that I had to do and then being on my phone, while at the same time when I would like, you know, have that inspiration, that desire to make something, and I would like make a little something, I would think to myself, I should have been doing this all along. I should have been practicing every day. I should have been creating something. Imagine what I could have made if I had made something every day the first time I had this idea. And then I wouldn't take that sort of thought as like, oh, I should start now. I should be doing it every day now. Every time I'm not making art, I think about how making art would be a waste of my time. It would be stupid to do that. And then when I make art, I feel like I have a purpose, and then I feel like, oh, I should have been doing this all along, and I let it beat me down every time, and I couldn't get out of this state of mind that I was just like, it was just like this stupid little hamster wheel that my brain was on, where I couldn't make the art I wanted to make because I hadn't started sooner, and I couldn't make the art that I wanted to make because there was no point to it. I just had to wake up one day and realize art is the point. The point is that I love making it. It doesn't matter if I'm drawing the same thing again every single day. I love making it. It doesn't matter if I'm not changing the world with my cartoons, because I wouldn't be changing the world anyway, probably. And that's okay. I don't have to. As I mentioned in my last video, I've been really intentional about the media that I consume, the shows that I watch, the videos I watch, the people that I follow on social media, the books that I read, and I've been thinking about the type of content I consume. I love watching YouTube videos, for example, and I watch a lot of artists make art vlogs and process videos. I love to watch those, and again, I get these little thoughts pop up in my brain like, oh, well, maybe I wanted to make those, but people are already making them. I can't get get on the train now. It's already took off. People are already making these videos. I don't want to make just the same thing again. I had to think of something original to make. You know, what do I have to contribute? And I think I was thinking about it the wrong way, because while there are so many artists already making these types of videos, I'm a different person. I've been thinking about the way that the content that I consume affects me and shapes my thoughts, my feelings, my beliefs about the world and myself. And I've been thinking about how it does that for everyone, and everyone consumes different types of stuff every day. Even if a person, you know, read all the same books as me, watched all the same videos as me, and decided to do something like this, it would be different because their life experiences are different. And so that means that even if I'm making a similar video, it's going to be different because I'm a different person. I have my own beliefs about myself and the world, and I do have something to offer. I've also been thinking, you know, these videos that I watch, the art videos, or even I like to watch some types of comedy videos like Smosh on YouTube. If these people thought to themselves, like, I'm not going to make that, it's too frivolous, it has no value, it has no real purpose, if they thought that and never made the thing, then I potentially wouldn't have been inspired to make my own, or been, you know, given the entertainment, the comfort, the motivation that those videos bring to me. I would be missing out all of the things that those types of videos have brought to my life. While some people may think that comedy videos are frivolous or making art is frivolous, it is to some people, but to other people it is their purpose. When I decided to accept that making art is my purpose, I have been going at it headlong. I've been really trying to make it my purpose, make it a priority, and really think about what that means to me. You know, I think that maybe my art seems frivolous to some people, but to some other people, you know, they might get the same sort of inspiration from me that I get from watching my favorite art YouTubers, and I hope that they do. I hope that even if they don't really get my art, that they can feel inspired to do whatever it is they want to do. Art is really important to me. Drawing my cartoons are really important to me, and if I have the ability to create something in this world, then I'm gonna do it, because the alternative of that is me continuing to sit around and think, wow, if only I had really gone for it. Imagine what I could have made. I really started feeling like this after I made this with all of my comics, because I put this together. It has all of my comics from September to December of last year that I made, and I made this and I got to sit there and look at it and think, wow, I really stuck it out and I made something amazing. And so I feel like that really gave me a confidence boost to stick it out. I wanted to be sharing about these sort of early musings that I'm having about myself as an artist, my career as an artist, what sort of foundation I want to lay for myself, about my beliefs about art, and sort of what's the point of it all, because I think that my ideas will change over time. I'll get a better grasp on what I believe and be able to explain it much clearer, but I think it'll be good for me to be able to look back and see where it all began, what I was thinking at the time. And I also think that when I hear other people talking about sort of their thought process about art and why they make art and why it's important to them, that's really important for me to be able to hear the sort of internal dialogue, I guess, that someone has with themselves regarding their art, because that's not something that I feel like I get to see when I'm just seeing a painting or seeing a cartoon. I really want a better understanding of why they're doing what they're doing, and I want to be able to share why I'm doing what I'm doing. And while I don't quite have a tagline, if you will, for why I'm doing what I'm doing now, I feel that it's really important for me to explore that, and I hope that it's helpful for someone else too. So that's all I have to share for today. Let me know what you think of this video. I'll be remembering that what other people think of me that's none of your business. Can you see that? Anyway, yeah, as always, thank you so much for seeing my art, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time. What does Garfield say? He's like, Monday again? No problem.